Hello children, welcome to English class. In your previous class, we started lesson bird migration. So this class is continuation of that lesson, bird migration. So bird migration ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಳದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗೋದು ವಲಸೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಸಹಿತ ತಮ್ಮ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಋತುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನುಸಾರವಾಗಿ ಚಳಿಗಾಲ, ಮಳೆಗಾಲ, ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಆಧಾರವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಆಹಾರಗಳು ದೊರೆದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆಹಾರ ಸಿಗುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವು ವಲಸೆ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಬರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now open page number 44, second paragraph. How do birds find their way home? There is a belief that birds can understand the magnetic fields that surround the earth. These magnetic fields run from the north to south poles. Perhaps the birds are directed themselves by these lines of force. However, this theory has not been proved. So here one question is raised. How do birds find their way home? How do birds find their way? Because they don't have any map, any guide. Okay, then how they find their home? So here there is a belief. It's not yet proved. So if it is a small distance, nearby distance, they find their homes with different landmarks. So they find their homes with different landmarks like big trees, factories, like that. And if the distance is in a medium distance, they find their homes with different smells, vehicle petrol smells which are in highways, like that. And if the distance is long, then they find their home with the help of sun's position. Where is the sun? Sun is in east, west, like that. And then earth's magnetic fields. So they find their home with the help of earth magnetic field also. These magnetic fields run from the north to south poles. So this magnetic fields run from north pole to south pole. They move north to south. So birds directed themselves, they guided themselves by these lines. They find the directions first, so from which these fields are moving, then they find their homes. They got this knack, this talent by their birth. ಸೊ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತೀಯ ತರಂಗಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತೀಯ ತರಂಗಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಉತ್ತರ ದಕ್ಷಿಣವಾಗಿಯೇ ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದು ಅವುಗಳ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ತವೆ. ಇದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಗುಣ. ಇದು ಅವುಗಳ ಹುಟ್ಟುಗುಣ. ಇದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ. Birds migrate for many reasons and may have their instinct to find their way home. They are the champions among all migrating animals. The Arctic terns are the champions among the birds. These travel an average of 22,000 miles a year. During its flight, the tern nests at different places and takes about 20 weeks to make its trip down to the Antarctic region. Its average speed is 1,000 miles a week. So these birds are the champions, captains among all migrating animals. So the Arctic tern are the champions among all the birds. These Arctic birds are leaders of birds because these travel an average of 22,000 miles in a year. Whole year they fly average of 22,000 miles. During this period they make their nest in a different places, at different places, and they lay eggs also. Its average flying speed is 1000 miles a week. For 1 week they can fly 1000 miles speed. Most land birds make short hops during their migration. The American golden plover is an exception. It makes a long non-stop flight and can fly a distance of about 2400 miles over water without food and stopping. So most land birds make short hops during their migration. Some small birds like hummingbirds, they can fly for only a small distance. But the American golden plover, this bird is an exception. It is not included in this list. So it can fly long distance and it fly non-stop. It can fly about 2400 miles over water without food or stopping. It fly continuously non-stop up to 2400 miles. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಾರ್ತವೆ ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅನ್ನೋವಂಥ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ ಸೇರಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದೂರ ಹಾರುತ್ತೆ. 2400 ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ವರೆಗೂ ಇದು ಹಾರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಲ್ದೇನೆ, ಊಟ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಇದು 2400 ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ವರೆಗೂ ಇದು ಹಾರಬಲ್ಲದು. Birds do not actually begin their migration the same day every year. For instance, the famous falls of California are supposed to leave on October 23rd and return on March 19th. But their dates of departure and return have been found to be varying from year to year. Birds migrate for satisfying their needs as human beings do. So, birds do not actually begin their migration the same day every year. For example, the famous falls of California are supposed to leave on their place on October 23rd and return and they back on March 19th. But their reaching dates and leave that place, departure from that place, new place, have been found to be different. They varying from year to year. That's not same every year. So here birds migrates for satisfying their needs as we human beings do. How we human beings move from one place to another place for our satisfying, like that birds also migrates for their satisfying. Now open page number 46. Impact of cell towers on birds. Ever wondered about vanishing house sparrows, declining number of peacocks and other birds in the city? So in the city many birds are vanishing. They are destroying because of cell towers and internet towers. A study, a possible impact of communication tower on wildlife, birds and bees, conducted by the expert committee of Union Ministry of Environment and Forest, attributes the drop in number of birds in Indore, Bhopal, Jabalpur, Ujjain and other cities to increased use of mobile phones and electromagnetic radiation EMR emitted from communication towers. So, in the city many birds are vanishing because of these cell towers and internet towers. The Committee of Union Ministry of Environment and Forest conducted research on this, a possible impact of communication. They study about the possible impact of communication tower, and they declare that these towers emitted the electromagnetic radiation EMR, and these are very harmful. Concerned over the increasing number of mobile towers in the city, a city-based animal activist Sudhir Ketwat has written a letter to the Animal Welfare Board urging them to take necessary action in the matter. It is dangerous for birds and even the forest department. In its letters dated May 5, 2015 and May 12, 2015, has accepted that mobile tower radiation is affecting the health of birds and peacocks in particular, said Ketwat. Girish Kumar from Electrical Engineering Department of IIT, Mumbai, who has done extensive work on harmful effects of mobile tower radiation on humans, birds and animals, has said that birds including sparrows, honeybees and peacocks are severely affected by cell tower radiation as their surface area is more. So, radiation absorbed is also more compared to their body weight. Sudhir Ketwat and Sudhir Ketwat, he is an animal activist, and Girish Kumar from Electrical Engineering Department of IIT. They done extensive work on harmful effects of mobile tower radiation on humans, birds and animals. So, they declare that these are very harmful. Have you ever seen any bird near cell towers? Maybe not, because birds have more volume and less weight. So, heating effect is very fast. So, birds and bees are interface with the navigation of reproduction. Navigation and reproduction. Animals like dairy cows, decreased milk production, reproductive and developmental problems and decline in overall health. Sheep, dogs, cats, rabbits living near base stations are also affected for these towers. So, mobile phones are vanishing the birds. Birds are known to be sensitive to magnetic radiation. These microwaves can interfere with their sensors and misguide them while navigating and preying. Recent studies show that the increasing number of cell phone towers in cities is bringing down birds' population, and they can cause thin skulls of chicks and thin egg shells. So, mainly birds severely affected by cell tower radiation because their surface area is more, so the radiation observed is also more compared to their body weight. Their body weight is less and their surface is more, so the observation of radiation is also more. That's why the birds severely affected by the cell tower radiations. He added that the effects on the peacocks is much more pronounced as their wings feather occupy more surface area, resulting in large absorption of radiation, hence creating more health hazards and leading to various ailments and even death. So peacocks are much affected by these radiations because they have more legible on their wings or their feathers. They occupy more surface area and they absorb more radiation, hence creating more health hazards and leading to various ailments, means different types of pains and diseases and even death also. So this article is taken by the newspaper The Times of India, dated on May 22nd, 2015. So this is all about your lesson bird migration. We will do this lesson exercise part in the next class.